Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a bear?
Definitely a bear. I ain't going to cap.
I beg your pardon?
The bear. A bear. Let's go with a bear.
Oh, a bear? I'd take my chances with the bear.
A bear. Why the bear?
Look at this generation of men.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
I don't trust these men.
I ain't no telling what he'll do. I know what the bear try to do. The bear try to, grab me, and I had to beat the bear up or something. You know how they got these 100 against the gorilla? I would be one of the 100.
I don't know the black man.
At least I would know his intentions. You don't really know what a human's intentions are going to be if you're alone with him.
I don't got no answer, just the bear. I feel like the bear wouldn't try to me. You know, I'd rather die than to get, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, if I could be honest, the last one seemed kind of valid. Getting slept with or getting eaten alive, that's...
Well, we're waiting.
That's not an easy choice. Half y'all look like niggas I used to slap box with in high school. The average black guy versus some of those. It might be a fair fight. Y'all just keep making black people look bad. It's crazy. Pop the balloon and microphones is setting us back.
Giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash, and double honor to the men of great millstone that is out there on the highway and byway, pushing this truth day in and day out, also pushing the truth over the worldwide internet, reaching for the elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up on those chairs of salvation to live in the kingdom under King David and the supreme King Yahushua, which he has the title of command and authority and rulership over heaven and earth. Those title was given to Yahushua by his father Yahweh. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth of the Bible to the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that listen, learn, and continue to pray for more faith, repent, and fast, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability, as it states in John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. You know, it's this hate towards your head, you know, is not going. This thinking that some of our women, 2/3 of our women have, they think that this is good logic. You know, don't you know the bear can outrun a man? The bear, he can just swipe you one time and rip your face off your head, rip your neck off, rip your head off your neck. A bear can kill you with one blow. You know, it's going to take a minute for a man to do that with one blow. You might get knocked out. See, but the deal is, you know, you pretty much cursing yourself. You rather take a chance on a bear than a man. See, in the Bible, the Heavenly Father speaks highly of a man during times of Jacob trouble, that he will be more valuable than gold. You know, that he will be a rock in a weary place. You know, he's going to be your protection in the time of evilness. A bear ain't going to do anything, but he gonna go by his nature. If he's hungry, he's going to come after you. And even if he's not hungry, he's going to attack you because he's thinking that you about to do something to him. A bear ain't going to think logically like a man. Don't you know the Heavenly Father gave man dominion over animals and over the birds of the air? See, that's why the Heavenly Father did not give women what you call let me just go there. Go straight into the Bible on this here. Can give you knowledge and wisdom and understanding on a lot of stuff, because that don't make any damn sense. You pick a beast over a man. Let's see, where is this at? Said I deprive her of wisdom. look that up. Let's see. Job 39. Yeah, Job 39 and 17. Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, and neither had he impaired to her understanding. You know, that's why you have to break things down for some women to, for them to get that understanding. Because a lot of times, they're not going to understand it right off jump because they go by their emotion of what a man have done to them in the past. So they not thinking rationally. They thinking off emotion. Not saying a woman can't understand anything, but when she first hears something that related to her or other women, she go with her emotion first. But this how I feel. No. Logic is more balanced than emotion. But let's go to Genesis. I want to say 9. The Heavenly Father. No. I think that's in Genesis. Might be 2. Hold on. So we got dominion over everything that walked this earth. I know I'm somewhere near it. Oh, here we go. Bear with me 1 second. And the Lord gave Adam dominion over King James Version. Yeah, we just 1 and 26. Salaki says here, and Yahweh said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air." See, if the question was directed towards, let's say, a shark, say fish in the sea, they'll they'll pick the shark. And if it's a fowl of the air, they're probably, I'm trying to think what is the most dangerous bird to deal with. I want to say, well, I don't know, a hawk. I don't know, a hungry eagle. I don't know, but they would choose that. It's that hatred towards the man. Cattle, they'd rather get in the ring with a bull. It says here, have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle of all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creep upon the earth. So, we got power to rule over them, right? So that's why, we have weapons and all types of, stuff to, trap them or to whatever, to get their attention, But anyway, let's go back to I'm not gonna play this right now, but I just want you to see that these women, they have a real nasty hate towards the men to pick a bear over is it Micah 7 and 10. You know, there's some hate. It says, then she that is my enemy, she's your enemy. If she feel that she can get more comfort from a bear or protection from a bear, you know, and she look at you less than a man, that she'll pick a beast, and we have dominion over these animals, you know, that let you know how much she care about you. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. See, when we get those celestial bodies, you know, when the Heavenly Father lift up a standard, so like you don't know what just happened. Hold on, what happened? When he give us those when Esau come in the storm, and some of us gonna have those spiritual bodies, and she gonna see it, and then she gonna come. Hey, how you know? Just like in those videos where them guys had those nice cars, them Lamborghinis and stuff like that, you know, and you know, they just the women walk past when they don't see the guy sitting in the car. They out there just walking down the block or whatever. They don't give them a chance at all. But when they go to their vehicle and they see the type of vehicle they got, then instantly, oh, he got money. He got you know, I know this car over 100,000 plus. You know, then here they come walking back. But when they see you with those bodies, with those spiritual bodies, when Yahweh lift up a standard, and some of these brothers, they gonna come. Then they gonna see. And shame should cover her, which say unto me, where is the Lord your power? You got a lot of women, you know, a lot of men also, but you have a lot of women say that, oh, your God gonna come crack through the sky and do this and do that. Oh, he's the black God and all this and that. You know, making mockery. You know, would say unto me, where is your power? Where is your Lord? And where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she be trodden down as the mire in the street. So when those men, you know, and Yahweh right desire, hope and pray that the Heavenly Father lift a standard in me, and when I see them, oh, it's no forgiving. And, you know, I'm gonna zap you. I'm gonna do whatever it is right there on the spot, whatever the Lord put in my mind, because the Lord said that His fury is going to be in the mind of His men. Let me just go there. The fury of the Lord anger is going to be with the men, King James Version. Says here, Jeremiah 7 and 20. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my anger, there it is, and my fury shall be poured out among this place upon men. You know, so we're going to get it. And then you're going to be upon the beast, because, you know, the Heavenly Father going to use those beasts, and also us men as spirit of vengeance, as it is in Ezekiel chapter 39. And upon the beast, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn, and shall not be quenched. So we're going to have that anger of the Lord in us, you know. And there's no, oh shit, I didn't know, it's too late now. They say too late to apologize, you know. But, you know, be careful of what you say. Let's go to, and that goes for men and women, but, you know, you see the women in the video. So we going by what they say. They, in a way, they marking the Lord. 3:20, I believe. Hold on. Colossians, Lord. Give me 1 second. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, let me go to Galatians. I'm about to go back to that. It says here, to be not deceived, Yahweh is not marked. For whatsoever a man soweth, or a woman, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth in the flesh shall, for he that soweth in his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth in the spirit shall the spirit reap life everlasting. So going back up to verse 7, a lot of you women talking about, I'd rather deal with a bear instead of a man. Okay? Listen, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. You're going to get that because until you, let me go to Galatians. Let me point that out. Hold on. But I thought it was 20, but it's not. Okay, so let me just go to this particular verse here because, a lot of women, they don't know what they're getting into. You talking about you rather deal with the bear? Okay, here we go. Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So, for the people, they desire the day of the Lord. You better be concentrating in this Bible. You better be concerned about, you being delivered, your salvation. Don't worry about, these 2/3 and how they gonna die. Because we know that they already marked. So you just stay on your square and continue doing this work. You women, you continue being submissive. Don't worry about other 2/3 men and women on how they gonna die because they don't want to take this word. They don't want to take this truth. You continue doing what you do as pretty much mind your business. Don't worry about them. The Heavenly Father got them the way He wants them to be. So it says in 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear meet him or meet her, just like the women, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and the serpent bit him. And now one of these women that you see in that video, they don't have the condition to run away from neither one of these animals. Yeah, shit. If they probably take one or two steps and they out of breath, but you want to deal with a bear. At least, you dealing with a man, he might get out of breath too, because ain't there one of Hell, a lot of Jake and Eve. Listen, if you're not in college, you're not playing any sports or whatever, and you're not in college, you out of shape. Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some of us that, that do kung fu and, judo and people that exercise and stuff. I'm talking about like football, basketball condition, wrestling condition, like you out there on the gridiron on the football field, you out there on the hard floor, basketball court, you really moving, you really doing something, or you just, you got a trainer, you in the gym and y'all hitting it every day hard, but if you're not doing it, you don't have no condition. You might have a little condition, for as, jogging a block or whatever. But when it come down to these beasts and they coming full throttle, a lot of you ain't gonna get away. They talking about, I really deal with a bear. Come on, really? Shall not that day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So it's going to be a lot of confusion. It's going to be like, especially when they see a lion come down your neighborhood, or a bear, come in your neighborhood where y'all never seen any type of beast like that roaming around. Then a lot of people gonna be shocked. So, picking a bear over man, keep that as your first, choice. You're gonna be calling on a man for help when he ripping you apart. When you see a man down the road, you're gonna be looking, talking about, come help me. It's too late. You chose the bear. That's what you wanted. Now lay there and deal with it. Well, I'm going to end it right there. That's pretty much it on that. I just had to go in on this here. So, shalom.
Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a bear?
Definitely a bear. I ain't going to cap.
I beg your pardon?
The bear. A bear. Let's go with a bear.
Oh, a bear? I take my chances with the bear.
A bear. Why the bear?
Look at these generation of men.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
I don't trust these men.
I ain't no telling what he'll do. I know what the bear try to do. The bear try to, grab me, and I had to beat the bear up or something. You know how they got these 100 against the gorilla? I would be one of the 100. I don't know the black man.
Because at least I would know his intentions. You don't really know what a human's intentions are going to be if you're alone with them.
I don't got no answer, just the bear. I feel like the bear wouldn't try to me. I'd rather die than to get, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, if I could be honest, the last one seemed kind of valid. Getting slept with or getting eaten alive, that's...
Well, we're waiting.